AniVerse. In the distant past, the world faced its final days, marked by the emergence of the demonic tower. Humans, unlocking supernatural abilities, combated the demons rising from this ominous structure. Over time, successive generations of heroes perished, making way for new ones to rise. Eventually, a remarkable hero emerged, endowed with rare talent, near-perfect intelligence, and extraordinary luck. This individual successfully ascended to the tower's highest floor, becoming the beacon of hope for humanity, the renowned Lin Xao. Muttering to himself, Lin Xao reflected, "This marks my third return. I've honed both attributes and skills to their maximum, and I've secured the most powerful weapons and equipment known to this world. The system interface has been instrumental in guiding me through the tower's challenges over 3 years, providing invaluable hints and assistance." Regrettably, despite his achievements, Lin Xao lamented, "I've yet to uncover information about the demonic creatures on the tower's highest level. The system remains silent on this matter." As he concluded his thoughts, his teammates, including someone named Cam Su, observed him in a daze. Taehyun jokingly remarked, "Senior seems lost in thoughts again, probably daydreaming about some girl." Lin Xia turned and said, "No, I'm contemplating the aftermath once we defeat the Demon King." Cam Su responded, "Ah, as expected of our great and wise senior." Taehyun added, "Senior, why does your explanation sound like a cover-up?" Lin Xia murmured to himself, "Sigh, every time I look at the system interface, I misunderstand. After all, I'm the only one in the world who can see the system interface, so I have no choice but to come up with some random justification." Finally, they reached the highest level of the demonic tower. The girl with red hair named Seoyun was impressed with the surroundings. Taehyun asked, "That being said, is this the highest floor of the demonic tower?" Another one chimed in, "Why is the place so empty? Shouldn't a boss be guarding the highest floor?" Cam Su remarked, "I can't even imagine what the final boss here will look like." Seoyun added, "This place is starkly different from the dark and spooky atmosphere of the lower floors. It's so bright, clean, luxurious, and beautiful." Lin Xao stated, "Angels are horrible in appearance because they want to scare off the demons. Meanwhile, the demons are beautiful to entice humans into letting their guard down. The more secure and pretty it looks on the surface here, the less you can afford to take it lightly." One of them agreed, "Yes, Senior Lin Xao, we will be cautious." As everyone prepared for the impending fight, Lin Xao pondered, "In my 3 regressions, this is the first time I've made it to the very top of the demonic tower. I don't have any information about this floor at all." Taehyun acknowledged, "It's thanks to Senior's efforts along the way that we were able to reach the top of the tower." Another chimed in, "Earlier, Lin Xao faced those lower-level demons as if he had defeated them countless times, knowing their skills and weaknesses like the back of his hand." Cam Su exclaimed, "The dawn of triumph is just a step away, and the future of mankind depends on us." Seoyun approached and said, "Senior Lin Xao. With you here, we will win." Lin Xao smiled and replied, Let's all join in." Just as he spoke, blood splashed on his face. His eyes widened as he witnessed Seoyun's head separate from her body, falling to the ground. Behind him, a figure approached with a generous smile and said, "Hello." Lin Xiao's expression suddenly changed. He turned around, drawing his sword, and shouted, "Who's there? A demon? I didn't even sense him approaching." The boss behind him effortlessly blocked the attack with just one finger, remarking, My. That was a pretty good sword. Unfortunately, it was a bit brittle." Lin Xao frowned, exclaiming, "My sword was broken? Are you kidding me? It was the strongest weapon known in the world, and you only used one finger to break it?" The boss emerged from his back and whispered in his ears, "Where are you looking? Lin Xao turned and shouted, "Who are you?" Suddenly, his eyes widened, and he was sent crashing into the wall. Stained with blood and several broken bones, Lin Xao struggled to ask, "You are the Demon King?" Impossible. How can a demon be in the form of a human? The boss explained, "I am the embodiment of all the fears known to mankind. I was born from the dark aspect of mankind and, by nature, in the form of a human being." Lin Xao activated his max-level skill, the Eye of Truth. Upon seeing the boss's stats, he was stunned. Wait, his health stat wasn't affected at all. I landed a blow with all my might, but it didn't cause him a single bit of damage. Impossible. Wait, unrestricted vitality? Permanent and unconditional, unrestricted vitality? What about his magic state? What does this symbol mean? Infinite? Is his magic power infinite? Does that mean he's invincible? Suddenly, the system prompted. Warning, emergency alert. Extreme danger detected. The disparity in strength is too great. The chance of winning is 0.0000001%. Calculating the best escape plan for you, ***. Lin Xao was taken aback, muttering, "This is the first time the system interface has given such a dangerous warning. I have no chance of winning. Calm down, calm down. What should I do? Think about it." The boss seized the system warnings and shattered them with his hand. He exclaimed, "It seems I found an amazing piece of junk that only you were able to see. Was it guiding you all the time? Is this why you were able to find those unique weapons and props? I don't know what it was, but, now it's gone." Lin Xao shouted with anger, "You! What have you done? My system!" The boss raised his finger and said, "Even if it was invisible to my eyes, it couldn't stop me from crushing it. After all, I'm invincible." A green light emerged from his finger above Lin Xao. Lin Xao murmured to himself, "I'm gonna die. I don't have the slightest strength to resist. Although this is not the first time I'm at death's door, this one is scaring me more than any other. Even up to this moment, I've not been able to come up with the faintest prospect of defeating the Demon King. No. I can't give up. Even if I die and regress, I'll have to work harder. There is always a way out of the crisis, and there is still hope for mankind. There is always a way. Next time we must." As he was contemplating, a sudden realization hit him, healing? Why? Why is he healing me? It feels so warm. This is probably the best healing technique. An unbelievable amount of healing energy is gushing into my body as if there is no end to it. He looked at the boss and asked, "You? Why are you healing me?" The boss responded, "You are a regressor, aren't you? Given your familiarity with the demonic beasts of the lower floors and all your skills and shortcomings, it's as if you have clairvoyance skills. However, if you had clairvoyance skills, you wouldn't have been so surprised when you saw me. That only means you are a regressor, right? And it's more than one regression. Is it your second regression, or perhaps your third? If I kill you now, you will regress and do it all over again, won't you? Over and over again, repeating an endless loop. And sooner or later, you will kill me. Judging from your expression, it seems that I guessed it right. Ha ha ha, we're still not calm enough. But don't worry, I won't let you die." With that said, he snapped his fingers, and suddenly, a huge purple aura surged around Lan Shao's body. "Your armor is indeed the strongest equipment in the world. No one can break it, except me. As expected of someone who has regressed thrice, you have good equipment. My healing technique will keep healing you so that you never die. And your armor will become a prison that binds you so that you can never escape. You'll be encased for all eternity, without life and death. The protagonist is the one having the protection of the plot armor. The boss returned to his throne and sat like a royal king. In front of him, all of the hunters were already dead. However, every person once in his life feels like he is the protagonist. So, how can one determine who the real protagonist is? Prophets cannot answer this question, but only historians. The one who emerges as the final victor is the protagonist. Why, you may ask? Of course, it's because I'm the strongest boss. The next day, a huge screen on a building displayed the news. According to reports, the hero Lin Xao and his team were killed in action. Their place of death was the final floor of the tower, only one step away from victory. After countless battles, humans firmly believed they could triumph over evil. The Awakeners Association expresses their deepest condolences but urges everyone not to lose hope. They call on all those who are capable to continue to challenge the tower and prevent the demonic creatures from invading the human world. But they never knew when it all would end and how many sacrifices it would take to get there. On the street, a girl with red hair worked with a man in armor. The girl asked, "Qing Feng Ge, isn't this the secret S-rank dungeon?" Her name was Tian Tian. Dungeons, the places where the demonic tower connected with human cities, could appear at any place in the human cities, and numerous demonic creatures of the demonic tower flocked out of it. Once the demonic creatures broke out from the dungeon, they wreaked havoc on surrounding cities. As a result, most members of the Awakeners Association explored dungeons found in the wild, spending most of their time finding and clearing the dungeon within a city's vicinity to ensure its safety. Both of them entered the S-ranked dungeon. Tian Tian asked, "Qing Feng Ge, will the monsters in this dungeon drop the blood all, and can we defeat the Demon King with the law-type item?" The blood all was a rule-based artifact, and the rule of this artifact was that every attack would cause at least 1 point of damage. Qing Feng explained, "Justice will always prevail against evil, Tian Tian. You need to be more aware." Tian Tian apologized, "Sorry. I believe in you, Qing Feng Ge. You are a genius. You're still so young. As long as you train for a few more years, you will be stronger than Lin Xao. You are my idol. I'll always support you." Observing a fainted monster, Qing Feng shouted, "There's someone else here?" Tian Tian whispered, "Did you get the blood away?" Meanwhile, the boss was sitting on that monster, whispering, "As I guessed, there will always be smarter humans who will try to use rule-based artifacts to beat the Demon King. So I came here in advance to get these monsters to give the blood all to me." Qing Gung raised his hand and said, "You did well, young man. Now hand it over, the blood all." The boss asked, "You don't even know who I am, yet you want to mug me, huh?" Qing Feng replied, "It's for the sake of the entire human race. How can it be called mugging? I am Bai Qing Feng. I'm sure you've heard of me. Such a powerful item will be more useful in my hands than yours. This is all for the sake of defeating the Demon King. This is all for the sake of justice." As he was speaking, his eyes widened upon seeing that the blood all in his hand started emanating a dark red aura. The dark red aura directly struck Qing Feng, but he used his skill of absolute defense. Crystal Magic Cube, a rule-based artifact. The rule of this artifact is that it creates an unbreakable shield within 2 meters that can protect one person, regardless of the level of the attack. Qing Feng gritted his teeth, "Is this magic? How is his magic power so strong? This young man. Is he not human? Could you be?" Suddenly, his attention shifted as the boss lifted Tian Tian by his neck, asking, "So you're the Bai Qing Feng, huh? The one who is rumored to be the successor of the hero Lin Xao?" He raised the blood all and said, "How about this? As long as you destroy your crystal magic cube, I will let you and your little admirer out of here. I've always kept my word." Qing Feng absorbed the energy of the crystal and exclaimed, Tian Tian, you are doing this for the sake of all humanity. I will build a memorial in honor of you. With that said, he attacked the boss, but the boss dodged his attack and said, you didn't even hesitate for a moment before attacking me. I guess you don't care about the life of your little admirer at all. I guess my understanding of human nature is still lacking. Qing Feng stated, the strongest heroes are always alone. There will inevitably be some sacrifices among the people besides a hero. And you, the Demon King, are the source of all misfortune. The boy put Tian Tian down and said, some people might not think the same. Tears gushed from Tian Tian's eyes, and she said, Bai Qing Feng. How could you be so cold-blooded? I followed you for so many years. But, even if you were like that to me, then she shouted, Bai Qing Feng, don't care about me. Run, quickly. Use your crystal magic cube and escape from here. Qing Feng grabbed his sword and said, I'm a genius blessed by the heavens, the new hope of humanity. How can I turn and run? Justice will always prevail against evil. Because, only those who side with justice have the determination and will to win against all odds. For humanity, for the future, and the entire world. Tian Tian was surprised when the boss started laughing wildly during Qing Feng's speech. The boss raised his hand and exclaimed, you're not running away. In that case, don't blame me. With that said, a huge purple aura surged around Qing Feng like a tornado. The surface under him shattered in an instant, and he fell off. What? Did I lose? How could I lose? Am I going to die? The boss waved his hand and told him, feel free to drink a sip of water from the Nether River if you're thirsty. A hero of justice like you should have long been prepared to sacrifice your life, right? Was your death heroic enough? Qing Feng, who was falling, shouted, hold on. I don't want to die. I can't die. I don't want to become a sacrifice. I can't end like this, Demon King. Please spare me. I'm begging you, please spare me, Lord Demon King. Ignoring his requests, the boss walked out from the hole. Tian Tian sneered, Bai Qing Feng, is dead. I'm also going to die. Then she looked back at the boss who opened a void in space and was about to leave. He left? The Demon King is leaving? Then she asked, are you letting me go? The boss said while stepping on the stairs, didn't I say that as long as the crystal magic cube is destroyed, I will let both of you leave? I'm a man of my word. Of course, it's a shame he isn't able to leave anymore. Well then, I'll see you again, little girl. I'll be sure to kill you next time. Tian Tian couldn't believe, he's letting me go. The boss stepped into the portal and emerged in the city, dressed like a regular teenager. The scene shifted to the Awakeners Association headquarters. The receptionist greeted him, asking, Sir, are you interested in joining the Awakeners Association? Another receptionist beside him interrupted, with a slight blush on her face, and said, That's great. The monsters have been getting more and more rampant lately. There are even monsters that have broken out and charged into the city. So we warmly welcome all the Awakeners to join us. Especially handsome Awakeners like you. Then she asked, What's your name? And what is your level and ability? I'll help you register now. The person in front of them spoke, I'm the hidden genius, Bai Qing Feng. I'm sure you've heard of my name before. I'm very happy to join the Humans Association of Awakeners. Of course, he is the strongest boss who has changed his attire to appear as a normal human being. Awakeners Association Headquarters, 7 Elders Hall. One of the elders, wearing a black robe, declared, Of the 7 elders, only 6 are left. I never imagined that Elder Lin Xaao, who had the power of regression, would also fail at challenging the demonic tower. A man in a formal suit standing in the center of the hall suggested, "Everyone, as long as the Demon King is within the demonic tower, he will receive the unconditional unrestricted vitality and infinite mana blessing of the demonic tower. We can't let human heroes keep sacrificing themselves. We must come up with another plan. I have already called upon all of humanity to abstain from challenging the demonic tower. Everyone must search for items that can seal the demonic tower. We just need to seal the Demon King and the demonic creatures within the demonic tower forever. Make it so that the demons can never storm into the human city through the dungeons. With that, the human cities will be safe forever." A lady elder informed, "I've already summoned a chosen one from the parallel world. Henceforth, I will be addressing him as the traveler from a place called Earth. Of course, you must keep this a secret. He doesn't know I have summoned him to save this world." That being said, saving the parallel worlds has always been the destiny of travelers, isn't it? Right now, his soul is residing in Lan Xiao's little brother, Lan Feng's body. It's said that ever since he traversed into this world, he has been acting reserved and has unique thoughts. Right now, he's leading a small but strong party and advancing into the dungeon, searching for artifacts that can seal the demonic tower. Another elder, an old prophet, spoke, "On the night of the full moon last month, I made a divination for Lin Feng. It said that he'll soon find the artifact to seal the demonic tower. That's why the demonic tower is going to get sealed soon." Outside the hall, one of the receptionists sought reassurance from the old prophet, "Really? Senior prophet, can Lin Feng find the artifact that can seal the demonic tower? Will the demonic tower get sealed soon? That's great. In that case, humans will finally be safe." The old prophet questioned, "Little lady, have you ever thought about it? What if the Demon King isn't within the demonic tower? What if it's out here roaming in a human city? That doesn't mean it's useless to seal the demonic tower?" She replied, "It makes sense. Then what should we do?" However, the old prophet, being a pervert, spanked the receptionist's butt and said, "I wonder." "She's dead," with a slight embarrassment. "Oh goodness, you sure know how to joke, senior." The old prophet laughed stupidly, "Just kidding. How is it possible for the Demon King to leave the demonic tower? Besides, if the Demon King leaves the demonic tower, he will no longer have the blessings. Won't his strength drop to the level of a top human expert? Once his identity as the Demon King is discovered, he will probably be immediately besieged and killed by humans. Either the Demon King is going to stay in the demonic tower and get sealed for eternity, or it's going to leave the demonic tower and get attacked by endless humans. As long as Lin Feng finds the item for sealing the demonic tower, humans are going to win. And that's what my divination shows." As expected from Lin Feng, the chosen one from the parallel world. He's going to find the sealing item earliest by tonight. The receptionist couldn't bear his foolishness anymore and said, "Senior, I have stuff to do, so I'll be leaving first." The old prophet opened the door exclaiming, "Tisk, tsk. Young ladies nowadays." Looking at the time, Lin Feng should be returning soon. As he glanced through the door, he saw that someone was sitting on the couch. The old prophet shouted, "Who are you? Why are you in my room?" The boss, who was sitting quietly, noticed him and said, "Hello. I'm Bai Ching Feng, the awakener who just joined the association." The old prophet got relieved and closed the door. "Oh, you scared me. So you're Bai Ching Feng, the newly joined hidden genius. I heard about you before." The boss said, "You flatter me. As long as we can get rid of the Demon King, it'll be my pleasure to help." The old prophet replied, "Geez, youngsters are too stiff. Just take a seat. You don't have to be so polite." The boss clarified, "I've heard that among the 7 elders of the association, you are the one who can divine everything in the future. I've come to the Awakeners Association to ask you to divine the Demon King's future." The old prophet replied, "Ugh, I'm so tired. Young man, you think too lightly of the matter of eliminating the Demon King. If I could divine the Demon King's future, the light of humanity wouldn't have been Lin Xao but me. My divination art requires a full moon night, and I must touch the person involved. Only then can I see their future." Suddenly, the boss's eyes flashed, and he grabbed the neck of the old prophet, exclaiming, "Sir Prophet, isn't today the night of the full moon?" The old prophet cleared his throat and said, "Young man, are you dumb, or are you acting? Is this what I meant? The problem isn't the full moon but touching the person involved. Got it? I don't have compatibility, so I can't storm into the demonic tower. Where can I find the Demon King to make the divination for you? I can't just ask the Demon King to come to find me, can I?" The boss raged with anger, "Ugh! Brat!" The old prophet said, "Hold on. You are not Bai Ching Fong. You are the Demon King. Mind reading. Activate. Great divination art. Activate. The Demon King will be killed by a human next winter." The old prophet struggled as the boss lifted him in the air by his neck. "Yes. No, it's not. It's not. You can make me say anything. I'm still useful to you." The boss said, "Divine about yourself. Divine whether you will be killed by me tonight." The old prophet frowned. "What? A story about a modern world guy transmigrating to a parallel world. From being trashed to fighting monsters and leveling up. Acting cool and mocking arrogant characters. In the end, on a tempestuous day, that trash defeats the Demon King. I'm that trash from Earth, living at the lowest end of the poorest level on the planet. One day, while I was rebuilding that novel, on my way to work, I got into an accident and died. Just like the prologue of every transmigration story. That's right, a transmigration story. I transmigrated. I transmigrated inside the world of that book and became one of the characters. The second son of the Lin family. The hope of humanity, Lin Xao. That's not me. I'm his useless little brother, Lin Feng. Hedonist and evil. Always living under the shadow of his older brother. This is the recollection I have of this character. However, all of this is going to change because I'm here. Father, I know the map's location that records the sealing item. Assign me a strong troop and allow me to retrieve it." Since I was familiar with the novel's storyline and had an omniscient viewpoint, I knew the map's location that recorded the item that could seal the demonic tower. As such, I soon obtained the map that recorded the item that could seal the demonic tower. Awakeners Association Headquarters Main Hall, Lan Feng's team. Although my brother Lin Xia is dead, the real protagonist of the story is yet to appear. Now it's time for me to save this world. I'll become this world's real hero. Xiao Ya, with me here, will be able to obtain the sealing item. Ice-cold beauty, Liya. In my previous life, I couldn't even dare to dream about being close to such a charming beauty. But in this life, she's my fiancée. Ha ha ha. And this lady that I encountered halfway. She's just a rabbit, always frightened, always looking for me to save her. It's fine, Tian. This is the headquarters. You're safe. Tian replied, "Thank you, Brother Lin Feng. It feels comfortable getting along with this kind of airhead beauty who thinks of nothing but romance. As expected, transmigrators have a cheat life. Alright, I have stuff to do, so I'll take my leave first. You guys can deal with the leftover matter." Tian asked, Brother Lin Feng, where are you going?" "I'm going to find the great prophet and have a chat. Bye. Once I become the hero who sealed the demonic tower, won't I be able to get whatever I want? Who cares about a few women?" Liya approached the help desk and said, "Hello, we're here to transact service." The receptionist asked, "All right. What kind of service do you want?" Liya replied, "I want to recommend a person to join the association." The receptionist asked, "May I know who you may be recommending?" Liya introduced Tian and said, "The one I want to recommend is her. Her name is Tian. She was saved by Lin Feng and me when we were exploring a dungeon. She's the only person who has seen the Demon King and survived. Allow her to join the association." Tian added, "That's right. Do you know Senior Bai Ching Feng? He's a pretty well-known hidden genius. I am his only follower. Senior and I encountered the Demon King in the dungeon. The Demon King killed Senior, but I somehow managed to escape. Later on, I came across Sir Lin Feng and Miss Liya and joined their team." The receptionist frowned, "Huh? By Ching Feng? He just joined the association and is well and alive. He was here a while ago when he said that he was going to visit the Great Prophet." Tian was shocked. "Did you just say Bai Ching Feng is still alive?" Meanwhile, the boss has transformed into his original form. He held the old prophet by his neck. The old prophet was begging, "No. Don't kill me." The boss questioned, "Have you divined your ending tonight?" The old prophet replied, I beg you, Lord Demon King, please spare me. I'm willing to work under you. You can ask me to do anything. I'm still useful to you. No, please don't kill me." The boss asked, "TSK. Is this the only thing you can say? How boring. I used to think that all humans are just Lin Xaao, full of courage, justice, and strength. But it seems like I'm still unfamiliar with humanity. I must improve my knowledge about my enemies. To think I would find an existence like you among humans. The concern in my heart has been greatly reduced. In appreciation of your performance, I'll send you away." The old prophet shouted, "What? No." And then he was killed. After a few seconds, the boss walked out of the room. If I return to the demonic tower, and Lin Feng obtains the sealing item just as prophecy said, I will forever be trapped within the demonic tower. On the other hand, if I go to prevent Lin Feng, not only might I fail, but I might also get killed by a hero just like the divination stated. What do I do? No matter what, it's still too risky for me to leave the demonic tower. Since I've gotten the content of the prophecy, I shall return to the demonic tower first. Maybe later on, I'll be able to find a way to get rid of the prophecy. I remember. There's a back door here. Just as he was thinking, someone grabbed him from behind by his shoulder and it was none other than Lin Feng. Lin Feng questioned, "Who are you? Why have I never seen you before?" The boss muttered to himself, "Damn. I've been discovered." He then explained, I'm a recent addition to the association, known as an awakener. Do you need something? Lin Feng's eyes widened as he pointed at the S-rank badge, asking, "Your badge is exclusive to S-rank awakeners. Are you genuinely that powerful? How about joining my team? We're aiming to retrieve the item that can seal the demonic tower." I'm Lin Feng. You might not know my name yet, but soon it'll be recognized worldwide. You seem talented, why not join my team? The boss turned and agreed, "Lin Feng, you say? Sure." He muttered to himself, "Great prophet, let's see if your prophecy holds." Lin Feng assured, "Newbie, you're lucky to meet someone like me. My name will soon be known worldwide. Follow me attentively, I won't mistreat you. Oh, by the way, I saved a beauty on my last mission, Bai Ching Feng's partner. She's the only encounter with the Demon King." The boss questioned, the only one to survive an encounter with the Demon King? Lin Geng laughed, that's right, her name is Li Tian Tian. She's already part of my team. You'll meet her soon. He turned to the newbie, asking, where are you headed? The boss replied, I just remembered my hometown pig is about to give birth. I need to return for postnatal care. Lin Feng shouted, huh? Pig? Care? At that moment, Tian Tian and Liya arrived. Lin Feng said, there they are. Tian Tain called, Captain Lin Feng. Lin Feng raised his hand and said, this way. Leaning toward the boss, he whispered, you might not know, but being surrounded by beauties every day can be tiring. They seem to like being around me. Tian Tian's eyes widened upon recognizing the figure, you are. The boss exuded a purple aura in his hand and muttered, damn, for heaven's sake. This is the worst possible scenario. He turned and greeted, hello, Tian Tian, with his eyes flashing with purple light. Unexpectedly, Tian Tian grabbed the boss, exclaiming, Senior Bai Ching Feng. I heard that you are safe and sound, having escaped from the Demon King. That's great. Hearing that, Lin Feng frowned, is this guy Bai Ching Feng? But I remember in the original story, Bai Ching Feng had already died. Tian Tian's eyes sparkled, Senior Bai Ching Feng, I've been worried about you since we separated. I often wondered when I would be able to see you again. The boss was surprised and thought, she must know that I'm Bai Ching Feng, but the Demon King. Tian Tian continued, I'm grateful because you saved me from that demon last time. I'm not ungrateful. I will repay you for your kindness. From today onwards, I will continue to be your follower because I truly admire strong people, and I always repay my debts. The boss muttered to himself, admiring the Demon King and wanting to repay a kindness? It's my first time seeing a human seeking refuge with the demons. How intriguing. Then he said, I see. So that's the case. You are a wise person. I won't mistreat you. Lin Feng gritted his teeth and shouted, hey, what follower? I'm the leader of this team. As he spoke, Liya interrupted and asked, so, you are the rumored genius awakener Bai Ching Feng? I've heard a lot about you. I'm Liya. Nice to meet you. Also, Bai Ching Feng, both you and Tian Tian have encountered the Demon King before. What does he look like? Tian Tian replied, ferocious and terrifying. The boss added, well, he just looks like a bad person. The three of them laughed, indulging in gossip. Lin Feng fell into deep thought. I remember in the original story, Bai Ching Feng died early on at the hands of the Demon King. Li Tian Tian was the only one who had seen the Demon King before. Could my actions be causing the butterfly effect? No, I have to consult the great prophet about this guy. While pondering, someone shouted from behind, Kyarg. It's bad. A girl approached with a frightened face, exclaiming, it's the great prophet. Lin Feng asked, what happened? What happened to the great prophet? The girl informed, the great prophet got killed. Just half an hour ago, he was still alive. Seal off the association. Investigate whom he met in the meantime. Everyone's expressions changed suddenly. What? Elder prophet, he died? Lin Feng exclaimed, turning his head, the people who met the great prophet in the meantime. The boss smiled and continued, that's only Captain Lin Feng and me. Lin Feng shouted, bullshit. I didn't even get to meet him. The moment I arrived here, I saw you in front of the door acting suspicious. Suddenly, he realized something, no, wait a minute. So, that's the case. You are the one who killed the great prophet. I knew from the very beginning. There's something wrong with you. Liya interrupted and grabbed his hand. Lin Feng, calm down. You're being too hasty. Lin Feng pushed her away, shouting, Get off, you idiot. All of you have been deceived by him. This guy isn't Bai Qing Feng. Approaching forward, he stated, Brat, you might be able to deceive others, but you can't deceive me. The boss's mouth curled up, and he swiftly dodged Lin Feng's attack. Muttering to himself, he thought, Trash who can't even compare to Lin Xao? You think you're worthy enough to talk to me like this? He raised his leg and squeezed Lin Feng's head. Liya shouted, Stop it. Stop fighting, Lin Feng. While Tian was amazed at his combat skills, saying, as expected, befitting of the strong person I chose to follow. The boss exclaimed while squeezing the head, I guess that should calm you down. Perplexed, he couldn't understand, thinking, how weird. Why is this brat so certain that I'm not Bai Qing Feng?